Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala wa ba'd. Inshallah, today I'm going to start off with a test. If anyone can remember yesterday's dua. MashaAllah. And who actually did this dua while coming inside the masjid? MashaAllah. So remember all of these du'as that you're learning, try to put them in practice. Before we go into this du'a, one of the most common questions perhaps you yourself, these are situations you face, is that I want to do some act of goodness, but shaitan prevents me from doing it, or I'm unable to do it. That is true. Shaitan will be there. That is his job. He made a promise to Allah, وَلَأُضِلَّنَّهُمْ وَلَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. And, subhanAllah, the more you become religious, the more you try to be on Sirat Mustaqim, the harder shaitan will work to detract you. And, subhanAllah, it's a narration, even though it's a very weak narration, but it is said that that an alim, a person of knowledge, is more heavier upon shaitan than 100 worshippers. And the best thing shaitan can do is to prevent you from seeking ilm. Because once you get ilm, you know how to tackle him. So one of the most important things he can do is prevent you from seeking knowledge. There are always, the ulama have mentioned, there's two things that prevent a person from seeking knowledge: shyness or arrogance. Like, I'm too shy to say that I don't know this, right? So for example, let's say we hold a tajweed class right now, and you got to learn Surah Al-Fatiha again. You will be embarrassed or shy. That prevents you from learning. Or number two is arrogance. Oh, this is beneath me. Like, I don't need to learn this. I'm too important for this. This is elementary stuff. Subhanallah, Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he's the Khalifa of Muslims. On the mimbar, he starts teaching people at-tahiyyatu lillah was-salawatu wat-tayyibat. That is the most basic of the basics, right? That's salah. And that's how important Umar radiallahu anhu is making. And secondly, before we learn today's dua, keep this story in mind. All of you heard of the name Ahmad bin Hanbal? Imam Ahmad. So he's on his deathbed, slipping in and out of consciousness. And whenever someone is in that situation, and if you have happened that someone is about to pass in front of you, what are you supposed to do? Yeah, laqinu mawtakum. Like, you start reminding of La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah. So that these are their last words. So his sons, they start repeating La ilaha illallah. And Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, he says, no, right? And he's slipping in and out of consciousness. And looking at this state, he's replying no to La ilaha illallah. His sons start to cry that what is happening to our dad? And then he comes back to consciousness. He said, you know what? Shaitan came to me at this moment and he said that, oh Ahmed, you have escaped my reach. Meaning you're about to flee. You have passed my test. You have passed the test. I was unable to conquer you. And he said, no, not yet. Until I keep on breathing, there's still susceptibility of me being attacked by you, the shaitan. And that's what I was saying, no, not yet. But then he recited La ilaha illallah and he passed away. And that is the case of these pious elders and the giants of our ummah. Honestly, we have been blessed with iman, with guidance, and with faith. And we just take it just for granted. We never take care of it. We never protect it. We never think for a moment, what will happen if I lose it? Can all of you guarantee you will pass away with La ilaha illallah? Allahu Akbar. Right? So it's a huge thing. So today's dua is something Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he would do in his salah actually. He would say Allahu Akbar, recite the opening dua, and then he will say, and as I said, the three dua, so first day we learned Allahumma inni as'aluka al-jannah wa a'udhu bika minan nar. Then we learned dua from Quran related to shaitan. Yesterday's dua is when you enter, and today's dua is right when you start the recitation of Quran in salah. And all of these three duas are very similar because they are seeking protection from shaitan. You're seeking refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As I said, all the du'as that we learn will have isti'adha in it. So today's du'a is simple. It is A'udhu billahi as-sami' al-alim min ash-shaytan ar-rajim. This is perhaps, because all of us know A'udhu billahi min ash-shaytan ar-rajim. So you're just adding A'udhu billah as-sami' al-alim. As-sami' is the all-hearing. Al-alim is the all-knowing. So Sami' meaning like he hears all of us, meaning anytime you're calling Allah, He's here, He's there to hear us. And Al-Alim, He knows our ahwal, like He knows our conditions better than we know our conditions. So min ash-shaytan ar-rajim, from the shaitan who is accursed, min hamzihi, these are the temptations of shaitan, the waswas of shaitan, wa nafkhihi, these are the elements he used to boast people up. What is the sin through which shaitan was casted out of the ranks of angels? Kibr. Right? He was arrogant. So he will bring that arrogance in people. And that's why Prophet ﷺ said, if a person had dharra, an atom's worth of kibr, they will not enter paradise. So shaitan will bring kibr into you. So min hamzihi wa nafkhihi wa nafthihi. Nafath is basically poetry or insinuations. Remember yesterday's hadith where Prophet ﷺ said, a person starts contemplating who created this, who created this, who created this, who created a man, Allah did, who created Allah. Those are the insinuations of shaitan, nafthihi, that he will attack a person's mind. And today, the things which were the cornerstones of our faith, they are being attacked. For example, the most basics of aqaid that we were confirmed, that Quran is preserved. Is there any doubt in Quran being preserved? No, but you know what? This is what the new generation is being attacked. Well, Quran wasn't written at the time of Prophet ﷺ, so how is it preserved? So what's the difference between Christian Bible and Quran? Both of them weren't written at the time of their prophets. You see these thoughts? So how do you tackle these thoughts? Ilm. But shaitan will prevent you from seeking ilm. So see, that's why a person of knowledge is always heavier upon shaitan, because he can tackle shaitan. But shaitan will prevent you from seeking that ilm. So these are the insinuations, these thoughts that come to a person's mind, that is also from shaitan. So again, it's a simple dua. You're only learning 3 or 4 new words. Two are the names of Allah. All of you know the name of Allah, As-Sami' Al-Alim. Right? So you're only learning 3 new words. And if you learn this, again, what's the incentive for you learning these du'as? Your Prophet Muhammad ﷺ made this, right? So that's enough of a reason that Prophet ﷺ did it, so I will do it as well. So let's repeat this. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم من همزه ونفخه ونفثه. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all our du'as.